I think this is around by the time where they would tell you to listen to this track, bitch. I don't give a fuck, they don't like me. I say I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Sorry, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. I don't give a fuck who doesn't like me. No, I ain't got shit to prove. No, I ain't broke no more and I don't owe no foe, but I still ride with my two. You so concerned about my real life, and that's alright. But who are you? Just another nigga with a strap. It don't take rocket science to shoot. You don't know shit about getting bricks out, you probably still work true for true. You don't know shit about on your blood, cause you paid your bills with all that loot. How about your baby about to be born and he don't got Pampers, wipes, or food? How about your mama fucking your best friend and y'all both just finished school? But it's okay, she thinks it's cool. You're in her way, it's time you move. And you just paid all her damn bills, so you feel like a fool. So what do you suggest I do? You think you know? You got no clue. So please don't tell me what you think I ain't been through. I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. They don't like me. I say I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. They don't like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Sorry,
I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Welcome to AJ's Den. Yes, I told you I'll be back. Anyway, hours always gonna be between 8:30 to 9. And it's always going to be on Tuesdays and Sundays. So, this is when you guys going to catch me. Tuesdays and Sundays. And I think... No. Anyway, it's going to be 8:30 to... Between 8:30 and 9. And it lasts about an hour so far. Been torturous on you guys. But I hope your weekends are going great. Mommy, daddy, all you people calling each other that. But anyway, I do want to say Black Panther was the bomb. Black Panther was the bomb. The effects in Black Panther was awesome. And so far, since Friday, they have made $25 million in the box office. I want to give it to our human beings, because I saw Caucasians there. I saw my brothers and sisters there. So I just want to give it out, and you guys keep doing the good work of going out there supporting the first. I'm talking about in reality in the 21st century, going into the 22nd century, of a first African superhero, a black man. I'm waiting for a black woman. I know it's a comic book out there on a black woman superhero. I'm waiting for that as well. But the effects of Black Panther storyline was awesome. I suggest you guys go and watch it. Now, on to the shooting. What occurred in Florida, I empathize and I do sympathize for the people in Florida. My eye is messing with me. I am a Floridian. I just happen to be living in Missouri right now. After I get my master's, it's time for me to go back home. I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it's not far from where I was raised at, that the shooting, where the shooting happened. And I really say I'm sorry that this occurred, but I'm not surprised. The reason why I'm not surprised is because a lot of people, when I say President Obama versus Trump, soon as Trump got in there, and it happened on February 2017, nobody not talking about this, that Trump actually reverse the act of anyone who have a mental problem, depressed, any problem of all that shows that. This is what President Obama put into play. They cannot buy a gun, or they cannot get a gun permit. February 2017. Because a lot of people say, oh, you always play up this race card. It is a race card. That's how he used the race card as getting votes. Now, I'm going to give you the percentage, the electoral votes in Florida. I'm going to give you that. But February 2017, as soon as he got in there, it wasn't in there, not in a full year, not a full month. He reversed what President Obama put into play. He reversed that. He took away that. He said it was okay for a mentally disturbed person to vote, not vote, I'm sorry, to own a gun. He said it. This is basically when he reversed that. He said it is okay. Now people know why he reversed that. Why? Oh, Anton, tell me why. Oh, AJ, tell me why. Why did he reverse that? Because he received $30 million from the NRA. The most racist piece of shit out there. Gun lobbyists. $30 million. Then it's falling back. You calculate this. Excuse me. NRA have 5 million people. 5 million people who sign up. Cost them about $40 to participate with the NRA. That they wouldn't even want me. They would want my money, but they wouldn't want me because I'm African American. And I want to get deep into the First Amendment too, because a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's my right to have guns. No. So, I mean, the Second Amendment. I'm saying stuff. But, people, it's bothered me. They gave him $30 million. Now, as I was saying, it's 5 million people in the NRA. They pay $40 to join, right? That African Americans, I'm going to give a shout out to the NAAGA, National African American Gun Association. People, join. I am part of that. I am part of them. You need to join if you're African American. It's because these people, the NRA they just want your money. They do not want you. And I'll talk about the Second Amendment. People, go ahead and when it comes down to that, they can't afford $30 million. And then they give other politicians who are part of the Republican Party other millions and millions of dollars. How the hell they can afford giving all this money? And why did they give Trump all that money, $30 million? What was the reason why they wanted him in office? Well, the reason is coming up. I just did a little research. I'm not familiar with what's going on. I'm just doing a little research, and they're tracing it back to Russia. The money coming from Russia. So that's money laundering. And I'm not surprised on that. But yeah, Trump reversed I said earlier, reverse what President Obama put into play of stopping mental illness people from purchasing a gun or getting a license. He reversed that. So he's not going to do anything at all because he's the NRA on his ass. Now, people, the NRA on Congress, period. Now you see that we have nothing to say unless we get them out of there. And that means carry your ass out and vote. Congress own everyone there. Congress own everyone there. Now, I do want to look up Paul Ryan. I did not look up his ass today. But I did look up. I want to go back to the Second Amendment so I can get into it. And then I'm going to get on how many people voted for Trump in Florida. Again, I am a Floridian. I know how it works. So, the Second Amendment, it's only for its Washington, D.C., Hillary versus Washington, D.C. He got permission to have a gun in the household, not a assault rifle. People, you guys, you NRA people, continue to preach that nonsense, talking about they're going to take my guns away. They're not taking your guns away. They're taking assault rifles away. And what I'm saying, rifles that hold about 100 ammunition that you do not need. You can have a handgun. I have a handgun. I have my CCW. At the end of the day, you do not need these assault rifles. You don't. The Second Amendment does not give you the right to have an assault rifle. But you say they're taking my guns away. They're not taking your guns away. If you want to get deep into the Second Amendment, it's talking about militias that should have owned guns, not you. But at the end of the day, it's always ignorant folks that, they're taking my guns away. And always the uneducated people who voted for Trump. Always. It's always those type of people. Always. But I want to talk about the percentage, the electoral votes in Florida. How many that voted for Trump? Now they're arguing Trump. Do you have a bias remorse? You should have known Trump was under the NRA grips. They have the grips on Trump. They could care less what you talking about. Just like that young lady stood up there in Florida talking to Trump, saying that he need to put more policy. That it was policies in. It was policies in with President Obama. He reversed it. Why? Because a black man thought of it. Everything. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to give y'all a hint. Everything what President Obama put in play, and he have already reversed, is going to harm y'all asses, and including me. It's going to harm me too. It's because this man put stuff in play to help the economy, to help the United States. But everybody keep on saying, "Oh, we was tired." Most of you Caucasian was tired of President Obama. He didn't help us. He helped the people. You was tired of him because he was a black man who was highly intelligent. His whole family was intelligent. Is intelligent. That's why you didn't want to have nothing to do with him. Because you didn't like what you were saying. So you had to dumb it down. Now I can understand the president. I can understand him now. You could, because you want someone to dumb it down to you. You have been like that all your lives. You want people to dumb it down. I understood everything what President Obama was doing. Right now, I can't understand, can't comprehend what this fool doing. Why? Because I'm not going to dumb it down to this ignorant person in the White House. I can't. But Florida had a shooting. Everybody knows this. Mental disturbed person. Unlike if it happened with a African American, first they would have shot him down completely if he would have went in that school. Second, they would never say that he had a mental problem, but then if they try to say that he have a mental problem, then later on they'll say no, he didn't have a mental problem. A lot of people don't want to talk about race. Racism is always going to exist here as long as you Caucasian continue to sit up here and say, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. What is the reason why you don't want to talk about racism? Because you're embarrassed or you're racist. Which one is it? You don't want to talk about racism. But that's nor here or there because you don't want to talk about racism. 29 electoral voters in Florida voted for Trump. 48.6% of voters voted for Trump. 260,000 people. I could get 951 people voted for Trump in Florida, Broward County. I am from Broward County. High school, Dilla High School. Raised, address, 1012 Northwest 24th Avenue, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33311. Yeah, I am a true Floridian, not living there anymore, but I was born and raised in Florida. Hometown, know about Parkland. It is not a bad school. The area is not a bad area. So you ask yourself, how did this happen? Oh, it don't supposed to happen in those type of neighborhoods. But it does. Now, or you think you're going to get justification on this? Are you going to get any justice on this? No. I can tell you that now. Marco Rubio in Florida, senator, received 52.0% of voters. Voted him in, and he's not doing a damn thing for you guys. He received $3.3 million from the NRA. Less than Trump, because Trump received $30 million. So, you guys are sitting up here saying, Trump, you need to do this. Trump could have kept that act in. What President Obama put in there. He took it out because he is bought. He is bought by the Russian. Follow the money trail, honey. It's going to come back. NRA do not have $30 million, people. It's going to go all the way back to the Russians. Keep on asking yourself why. Why did the Russians wanted Trump in here? Why is Trump trying so hard to fire Mueller? To fire Mueller supervisor. Why is he trying so hard? But you Trump-ass continue. I swear, the things that Trump have done, you know damn well you wouldn't allow President Obama to do that. That man would have been out of there. The Republicans would have voted his ass out of there. You see, they didn't do anything, and it's crazy. This is the crazy part. That they'll say, well, President Obama, the people who don't follow politics, President Obama didn't do anything, da-da-da-da-da. They didn't do nothing when President Obama was in there. He put out an act of mental illness. Yes, he did. But you guys forgot. When you say the Democrats didn't do nothing either. Yes, they did. Did they not filibuster? And Paul Ryan told them to get out of there. Did they not filibuster about 3 or 4 days? Did they not? The Republicans didn't do a damn thing, but the Democrats did. They was trying to look out for your kids. They was trying to help your kids. Stop this violence. Stop this shooting. But the Republicans, they are bought. They are bought. I know a lot of shows have been talking about who always see money, so I'm not going to do it because everybody have always sure. But I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to do the best. This is what I got. President Obama, because everybody love bringing President Obama up, even though he's not the president. All his contributors who contribute to his campaign wasn't fucking the NRA. That's why he did what he was doing. He was helping the people. I'm going to name some off. The University of California gave $1 million, $1.7 million to President Obama. The Goldman Sachs, $1.0 million. Harvard University, $900,000. Microsoft, $854,000. JP Mortgage, $847,000. Google, $817,000. Citigroup, $755,000. People, I could go on and on. I had to look this up because I want to compare it. Most of the people who contribute to President Obama are education people, universities, some of the stock market, IBM, U.S. Department of Justice, General Electric, Morgan Stanley. I could go on and on. NRA, he would not accept any money from the NRA. That's how he can help the people. That's how he can help the people. Because he did not want to have nothing. And I'm going to tell you something. They didn't even want to try to give him no money. Then again, they might did try. Because they don't see color when they can control a president. They're controlling Trump. The NRA controls Trump. And I wanted to put a comparison on this. Who contribute to President Obama. I read some of them. And you know, if NRA was on here, I would say it. Taiwan's on here. Nobody that's talking about the Second Amendment and trying to make money off guns. That's all the NRA is for. Making money off guns. It's not for their members. They have no concern about their members. It's making money off guns. Every time this stuff hits, the gun market goes up. Anything that happens in the schools, it goes up. This is why I compared President Obama to Trump. Because Trump has sold this country out. And I've been saying this for the longest. Trump is a Mandarin. He has been bought by Russia. And you guys are sitting here allowing him to take over America and become a dictator. How I can see you, the fine example you can see now. He's trying to get a military parade. We don't have that shit. That's dictatorship. That is a dictatorship act. Come on, people. How much do I have to come out and just say President Obama, and they love comparing President Obama. You can't compare President Obama with Trump. President Obama really fought for the people. That's why I had to read this stuff off. He didn't give a damn if you black or white. But y'all have so much of hatred in this damn United States that it's appalling. You cannot stand somebody because of their skin color. Or you may not even know that you're a racist, long as they do not get up before you because you're Caucasian. All this is what's going on. It's because of racism. Because that man would have never got in that seat if he wouldn't preach the hatred towards Muslims, the hatred towards Mexicans. He never would have got in that seat. We're going to have to one day wake up and talk about racism. We're going to have to sit down and talk. Not just the individual. I'm talking about everybody in this country. How this system is a systematic system to make sure that African Americans and people of color do not get up. You continue to say, you keep on bringing up the race card. Why? Because we live it every day. And when it's not affecting you, you can care less. You don't want to hear it because it's not affecting you. You don't want to hear nothing about it. That man would have never got in that White House if it wasn't for racism. You hate somebody, and I'm not even getting off the topic because I'm talking everything what I just said previously. Everything from Florida receiving Trump receiving 48.6% of the voters, 29 electoral voters voted for Trump. Marco Rubio, 52.0. That's not doing a damn. That senator not doing a damn thing for Florida. Marco Rubio received $3.3 million from the NRA. We already know Trump received $30 million from the NRA. Now, this is supposed to be a billionaire. Why was he receiving all this money from all these people? Come on, people. Y'all can't be that damn stupid. He's not a billionaire. That's why he would not show his taxes. He would not show his taxes. I'm a billionaire. I'll just tell everybody, y'all know I'm a billionaire, right? You wouldn't believe me because, well, why? My skin color. But a white man or a white woman say that they're billionaires, you really gonna believe that bullshit. If you're a billionaire, why couldn't you support your own when you was running? Why could you support your own self? Okay, people. Believe that hype if you want to. I love when people get on here and say, oh, you're laughter, you're funny, it's a joke. It's a joke to you because you do not do any research. It's a joke to you because you don't want me actually telling you what is going on. No, not a black person. Not going to tell me. I know what's going on. That's why Trump sat up there and said, I love my poorly educated. Because you're not going to do any research. Nobody wouldn't do any research. If it wasn't a shooting, they wouldn't know nothing about Trump receiving $30 million from the NRA. I already knew that. I know that he's not going to do anything. He's not going to go against them. Even though he's supposed to work for the people. But no, NRA bought that ass. Russia bought that ass. He's not going to go against them. So that young lady can stand up there and say, you need to change laws. President Obama already put it in law. He reversed it. Again, I keep on telling you guys that. President Obama put that in. A mental disturbed person cannot receive a license. Cannot buy a gun. But yet, Trump in February, it happened in February, the shooting, not too long ago, put it in play, took it, and reversed it. In February of 2017. It's a done data, people. It's done data. Don't expect to get anything done from this president. He's making sure the rich stay richer. This is what the Republicans do. They do it all the time. Make sure the rich stay richer. And the poor stay poor. They can give a damn about how you feel. I do want to look up and see if Paul Ryan received any money from the NRA. Because he's another one who did when they were doing the filibusters. I know y'all keep on forgetting this. Somehow y'all have a slight mind. Y'all don't remember nothing. Anything. That the Democrats was doing a filibuster when the shooting happened. Did y'all remember that? I bet you don't. I'm trying to look this up right now. See how much Paul Ryan received from the NRA. That I do not know. NRA. That I do not know. I didn't know. I didn't even try to look that up. But other stuff I already knew. So, let's see. Paul Ryan received $5.9 million from the NRA. Let me make sure now. Republicans, all these people who have been paid off. Wow. Paul Ryan. I take that back now. I'm going to say, I'm just looking up Paul Ryan right now. Paul Ryan received $5.9 million from the NRA. Yeah, people. $5.9 million. So basically, the Republicans have been bought. Oh, let me go a little deeper. Let me see if Pence received any money from the NRA. We're gonna see how deep this go. Pence. We're gonna see how deep this go. How much Pence received from the NRA? Okay, let me see. Because I know that if all these other people are under the hands of the NRA, that means Pence's have to be under the NRA as well. Shit. We have the Secretary of State. Hold on. Let me get up here. We have the Secretary of State. We have... didn't take. We have the President of the United States. President of the United States, and if we have the Vice President receive any money from the NRA, that means that's 3 top people that's supposed to work for the people, and they're working for the NRA. I'm still looking. And if he hasn't, he's still no better. He's still no better. It's because he's a gay man who goes after gay people because of religion. And that's another thing I have a problem with. People you go after because of the racism that we have in the United States. You go after people who don't believe in your religion. A Muslim don't believe in your religion, so you go after them. Okay, so far I'm gonna have to look this more up for Pence. Wait, let's see if Pence received any money from the NRA. So far, I have not seen. Let me see. Let me go back here. Go back into to get this. So far, I haven't seen. But I am going to find out. I'm going to have to do a research if I can't find it now. But let me see. Contribute recipients. Okay, let's go back on the recipients and see if Pence received any money from the NRA. I already pulled out that Paul Ryan received $5.9 million from the NRA. So let's see who else. And by the way, people, these are all Republicans who I'm looking at right now. If you don't, I'm looking at, you can look this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm on my phone, and I think you can't. But you can look it up, see all the recipients that receive money from the NRA. And I'm trying to see if I can see if Pence receive any money from the NRA. I know that he might be has, because all of them are, almost every Republican have received. I'm just looking at this. This is unbelievable. People, y'all get on there. You do some research. You'll be amazed. Every Republican received money from the NRA. This is like, what the hell? Go on there. I'm like, this is crazy. Even Ward Blunt received money from the NRA. Missouri, I know about him. $11.9 million that he received from the NRA. Let me see. Let me go on the other page and see. People, I'm doing this research as I speak, and see who all received. These are all Republicans receive money from the NRA. Excuse me, people. I have sinus. And so far, all these Republicans, every last one of them are Republicans. Just plain out Republicans. They are been bought. They was bought. That's why they don't do anything when Caliban happened, when all these other shooting happened. They did not do a damn thing about it. And the reason why is because the NRA own them. So far I haven't seen, or maybe I overlooked Pence. So far I haven't seen him. Ted Cruz, how much Ted Cruz received? $350,000 from the NRA. John McCain, $300,000. Wow, these some ignorant folks right here. All these people that receive money from the NRA have been bought. I suggest you guys go on the National Rifle Association, and they have all they how much they donated to these people. Yeah, I had to just go in here and just really talk about what was going on. But President Obama versus Trump. President Obama wasn't bought. Trump was. So what you guys gonna do about it? What are you guys gonna do about solving the problem? Getting a young girl and standing up there doing something? That's not gonna do anything. He could care less. Hell, he doesn't care about his wife or kids. Trump, he doesn't care. It's gonna be another shooting, people. The gun prices are gonna go up, and you mean nothing. Simple as that. You mean nothing, and he's not gonna care. Not gonna care at all. So stop trying to depend on a government that has been bought by 4%. Simple as that. People, I'm gonna tell you something. Especially my people. Go out to Black Panther and watch it. It is an awesome movie with great effects. And do what you need to do. Support this movie. $25 million at the box office on Friday. I saw it Thursday. I mean, I was out there. I got off at 10. It started at 10:45. I will holler and tell to the movie theater. Go and watch Black Panther. Again, I want to talk about because my recording, last time I talked about him, I'll forget his name. I think it's Bobby. Hold up. I want to talk about this guy. I really want to talk about him. They put this young man into when he was 16 years old. The judge sentenced him for 241 years. And I talked about him last time, but my recording didn't go through. I want to talk about him now. He never killed anyone and was sentenced a life sentence at the age of 16. Judge Evelyn Baker gave Bobby Bostic a life sentence of 241 years for robbing. First offense. And you know why? Because he was African American male. They really care. They so much care about our lives. We don't mean nothing. I was seeing one Caucasian female on Facebook. She said, "We no longer need you blacks anymore, so y'all can go back to Africa. We have Mexicans." Bitch, we built this country. We're not going anywhere. So far, you can get your ass back. This is not your country. Forget her name. But anyway, Evelyn Baker was a judge. She retired. Now she regretting sentencing him 241 years in 1997. She said that the things that she know now, she didn't know back then, that when you're 16, your mentality, how she said, the mentality of a 16-year-old is not developed. Well, bitch, everybody knows that. But you still sentence him 241 years. And now she's regretting and she's appealing to the Supreme Court. But why would you sentence a 16-year-old because he robbed and shot somebody that didn't die? I understand he shouldn't shot no one. He should serve some time. But a life sentence? Now I'm going to always say this and I'm going to leave it with this. There is a black justice and there is a white justice. Just as you see a Caucasian can do the same crime that I talked about in my previous recording, but they can get probation, and an African American man will get 5 or 6 years in prison. There's a problem. There's a straight up problem for this woman to give this young man who was 16 years old, and now she's saying, I didn't know that his their brain have not been developed. Oh, but you feel that way when it's a Caucasian. You already know a Caucasian brain is not developed at the age of 16 as well. So it took you all these years to realize that his brain wasn't developed to understand and comprehend what he was doing. Interesting. You people, boy, I swear, you guys, 16 years old, gave him a life sentence, first offense. Bobby Bastick, nobody's not talking about it. In Missouri, nobody's not talking about it. Bobby, Bostic. People, come on. This young man serving a life sentence, first offense, because he was black. Go and watch Black Panther, people.
Okay. Trey 118, bitch. Help is on the way. It's on the way. I said, help is on the way. It's on the way. East side up and out.